Guys, the Kingstree's here, and in today's video we're going to be going over the top 5 questions we get. If you appreciate us having soaking wet feet already at the start of this video as we walk through this beautiful morning with the wrong footwear on, hit that subscribe button and let's get into the video.
We are a family of 7, and one of the top questions we get is, how can you move as a family of 7 to Portugal? How can we just relocate across the world?
How can we afford to do it?
Yeah, is it actually cheaper?
We've spoke about this on our channel. We've done videos on this, I believe. If not, we will do an in-depth video on this. But basically what we did was, like a lot of Portuguese people do, we moved somewhere where you get paid a bit more money. We weren't particularly good at saving money, but what we were good at was trying to keep up with the Joneses, which, if you're not familiar with that, it basically means when you're always comparing yourself to other people. Buddy's got a bigger house, I need to go and get a bigger house, that sort of thing. So we got sucked into that, and that's what we did for years and years, and it was very stressful.
I think as well that came for us coming from a town where we didn't really have a lot, and we wasn't able to afford the lifestyle we necessarily wanted at that time. So moving to Canada, we was able to work really hard to achieve the lifestyle that we thought we wanted at that time.
Yeah, and always we had a house that we couldn't really afford, but we just made it work, and we worked really hard, and it was very stressful. But in the end of it, we ended up with a house that was we sold for a good amount of money, and that gave us the freedom to move. Like I said, a lot of Portuguese people do this. They move to a country where they make more money, and then eventually they always plan to come back. I heard that from many people when I was growing up in my small village in Surrey in England.
And even here, we've spoke to people.
And even here, it always seemed
they've gone and worked in different countries or in the cities, and then they've come back home. They've always wanted to come back home. A lot of them come home for summer and they spend the whole of summer here. But I think their end goal is to obviously retire and return back.
Buy a house, not have a mortgage, not have any payments. I sacrificed a lot of time with the family. There was a lot of stress. There was a lot of negatives that come from it. But we were able to sell everything and afford it. And then also having a business. Plumbing is not a business you can really step away from, but while I was plumbing, I did spend a lot of extra time learning how to do marketing. I had a few other businesses doing that on the side where we made some good money. And in the end, it gave me a skill set that I could apply to a plumbing business, as well as learning how to run a business instead of just being a plumber. And then that gave us a bit of freedom as well to be able to step away. And still, I still work a lot. I still work a lot of hours, at least 8 hours a day, at least. Often more than that.
Probably more than you should still.
More than I should still, but I enjoy doing it. There's an end goal for me, and it's allowed us to do what we do. So that's how we afford. As far as schooling for the kids, the online platform they're in is free. It doesn't actually cost anything, and it's a good education. They've done really well with online learning over the years. We were paying for private school in Canada, which was very expensive. So there's lots of things that we've done that have just drastically cut down our outgoings.
Yeah.
Not having a mortgage. Just for one example, our rent is €600 a month. Our mortgage was over $3,000 with property tax and stuff.
Groceries, just for example, to buy organic, fresh groceries in Canada is very expensive. We can go to the local butcher and fruit and veg shop, and it's like a fraction of the cost here. So that cost for us has drastically dropped.
If you look out for where the locals are shopping, it's much cheaper. If you go to the Lidls, those shops where the foreigners go, that's where you're going to pay the same, I think. Some places it's the same cost.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And if you're trying to find, I was going to say as well, imported stuff, obviously there's always an expense with imported stuff.
In Canada, we were always trying to, it was basically paycheck to paycheck. We'd be able to go on a nice holiday once or twice a year. We got to do the things we like to do, but it was always just had enough, and all of our extra money. We didn't really have a lot of investments or anything like that. It was just going into the house.
And the only reason we was able to do nice holidays and stuff is because Brett worked so hard all the time, doing extra stuff, working non-stop, and then doing extra side hustles and stuff, just so that we could live the life.
Yeah. Well, and it wasn't we had the extra money to do it. It was like, okay, now we've booked this, now we've got to pay for it type thing. And then you're always chasing to have enough, So it's a completely different mindset. And I think not Portugal, I don't think Portugal has done this. I think just having enough of that way of life, even if we stayed in Canada, we would have probably sold everything. We just had enough of chasing, keeping up with the Joneses.
And I was fed up with Brett working all the time, being exhausted, being stressed all the time. It's a financial burden on him. Like, we are a family of 7, so he has a lot of stress financially trying to support us all. So
I've got a lot of stress on my arm holding this thing up as well.
So coming here to cover that whole question, is Portugal cheaper? Yes.
100%, yeah. Like, our bills are probably half, or like our outgoings are probably half what they were.
Yeah.
Which means we don't have to earn as much, which means we don't have to work as much.
Yeah.
I would say I was probably working 12 hours a day on average in Canada.
I would say the financial stress on Brett
was taking years off my life, probably.
So hopefully now he's meant to be relaxing a little bit more, not working and stressing as much. But
yeah, I am. I definitely feel like I'm not working as much, but you know, everyone's got to work.
Next question. Question number 2. What was the hardest part about moving to Portugal as a large family, and would you still recommend it? If you have been following our channel for a while now, you might know that one of the hardest things we have been struggling with was buying a vehicle. Coming from Canada, there was lots of choices for bigger vehicles that would fit us all and was comfortable. Coming to Europe, not so much. There's not as many choices for bigger vehicles.
Yep.
And even the 7-seaters that they do have are very compact. So trying to find a vehicle with being such a large family was a struggle.
Yeah, having a house, the same situation. Quite hard to find a rental as of 2 people.
Yeah.
Let alone finding it as 7, as far as the stuff we've heard online and stuff like that. So that was definitely huge.
And especially because we moved across the world, obviously, we wanted everyone to have their own space, to be comfortable. So we wanted everyone to have their own rooms and stuff. So if you wanted to be more frugal and have kids share bedrooms and stuff, I'm sure there'd be a lot more choices.
Yeah.
Obviously, we just wanted everyone to be able to have their own space, especially with them doing their online learning and stuff. We wanted everyone to be able to have their own rooms where they can go, have quiet time, do their schoolwork and stuff. So
yeah, I think
that was important to us.
The language, obviously, moving to a new country where you don't speak the language is hard, but it's not really that hard. You know, the people are very patient. People are very welcoming.
From our experience, they have been
because
very...
we are trying. We're not just going into places speaking English. You know,
and being arrogant.
Yeah, no, we are trying. So I think people appreciate that. So we really haven't had any issues at all as far as the language. We would like to know it. You know, we do travel around a bit, and everywhere we go, people seem to just know we're English just by the look of us and talk to us in English anyway. So we do try,
especially when we go to like the bigger cities, when we go to
Coimbra,
Lisbon or Porto, people do default and speak to us in English.
Here they don't.
No.
So, but they will often know a few words. They'll be better at English than we are at Portuguese, basically. So
and they'll apologise for their bad English, and we're like, honestly, we can understand what you're saying. If we try Portuguese,
your English is way better than my Portuguese. I find myself saying that a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that,
we are learning. We are still learning. We go every week. We're learning Portuguese. One of my big recommendations for anyone that is thinking of moving to another country where they specifically don't speak your native language is to learn the language. Obviously, straight away.
Yeah, for sure.
Straight away.
And would we recommend it? I don't think we've been here long enough to know whether we'd recommend it yet. We are just still in the honeymoon phase, as everyone keeps telling us.
I would say honeymoon phase and also hard transitioning phase. There's lots of things that we're seeing that we love, obviously.
Oh, the food is the main one for you and everyone.
It's hard, yeah.
I love food, but I'll eat anything, so I just really don't. I mean, there's stuff I miss, but I don't really care. But Amy and the girls and Levi, well, I don't think Levi's having that hard a time either, but you and the girls are definitely, it's the main thing, I would say.
But as far as like the weather and all the other stuff like that, we love it. Like we're out now.
Yeah, it's November. And it's an absolutely beautiful day. And I'm actually
really hot. Even though I have a scarf and coat on, I'm really hot. So.
Yeah, and I'm hot and I'm just wearing a jumper.
Question number 3. How did you find a long-term rental, car and everything else without getting scammed?
I would say starting a YouTube, you guys have been super, super helpful. As you know, we get emails and messages for all of our social media, tons of comments. It would have been so much harder without all the help we get from our YouTube community. So greatly appreciate that. Also, other YouTube channels we've leveraged. So we've paid other YouTube people
that are here in Portugal to go and view properties on our behalf. That obviously prevented any scams with the rental side. Meeting with the people via Zoom, our landlords via Zoom and stuff to communicate with them.
Our landlords are also super helpful, so make sure you're getting referrals, guys, for everything. And if you need someone to go and look at a rent or a house or anything like that, reach out to us. We haven't done that yet, but we're definitely getting to that sort of space as well. But leverage people who are here. Everyone will be super helpful. We get messages all the time asking questions like this, and we try and be as helpful as we can because people have helped us. And honest, yeah. So don't be afraid to reach out to people. You'll find any YouTuber or person online usually is going to be very helpful. And yeah, we haven't been scammed yet, have we? Oh, apart from in Tumar, we bought some Amazon. They had a thing where you bought like Amazon, a certain weight of Amazon.
That was us just being foolish.
You bought a certain weight of Amazon packages for a certain amount, and then you didn't know what was in there.
Basically what they are is they're unclaimed Amazon packages that Amazon delivery driver or the mailman has tried to deliver. They've been unsuccessful and they've been returned to Amazon. Then someone can buy them to resell or to open or to have or to do whatever they please.
They have all the good
This lady had them in her shop, and I was very excited by it because I thought, oh, that sounds like fun. It's like a mystery bag for an adult. And then it wasn't fun. Anyway, we ended up like with 30 remote controls.
We got a bag of remotes.
And some other garbage. But anyway.
And we only paid €50 for it, so.
That was a fun experience.
But other than that, we haven't been scammed, guys. Okay, question 4, guys.
Is it actually possible to integrate into Portuguese life, and what are you doing to fit in?
We got straight into the Portuguese lessons to learn the language. So we go to the local school.
And funny story is, you actually have to be a resident to be able to attend the class.
A resident or have a NIS, and we're not residents and we don't have a NIS because we don't work here.
And we haven't had our IMA yet, so
yeah. So
we're just on our visa to be able to be here.
Don't let that put you off, guys. Go to the school. They're very helpful. They're allowing us to
participate,
not officially be there. We can't sign any documents or anything like that. Like we're not there, but we are there learning. So I think they appreciate that we're trying to learn. And when we actually go back to do the course, it's running until April. When we go back to the next time, we'll fly through it because we've already done
the course.
Yeah, so we're doing that. Our kids have online Portuguese tutors, and
our children are integrating into all the children within the community here. Yep. Going out, making friends, socialising.
Yeah,
we very much are trying to integrate as much as we can.
We have bought books, we've bought loads of books for the kids as well, like even Penelope, we have loads of books on
lots of bilingual books, obviously, so that we can still read them to her, and they have the Portuguese so that we're learning the Portuguese and she's learning the Portuguese at the same time. Obviously we still need to know what they're saying, so
that's the language. We're going and visiting and exploring and learning the history about all the different places.
Visiting local cafes, local restaurants, buying local.
We try and go in all the different shops here in our little village. We know all the shop owners. We try and communicate with them as best we can.
And it is getting better. We can now order tea with milk.
Tea with milk.
We can order the stuff that we want.
Yeah, we're getting what we want. We weren't getting what we wanted for the first little bit because we weren't able to communicate properly. We're figuring it out. We're learning. We're doing our best to integrate. Will we integrate fully? People just know we're not Portuguese, so.
And I think people are confused slightly where we are from because of our accent, because we are from the UK originally and we've just spent the last 14 years in Canada.
Yeah.
People say that we have a funny accent.
Yeah, people think I'm American. Someone said I was American.
Someone says I'm Australian, so.
But when we were in Canada, they thought we were from Australia as well. So, because I think the Canadian twang where we were in Alberta has a bit of an accent there, so that sort of made our English sound
And when
Canadian.
I went back to the UK to visit family the last time I went, like last February, not this February just been, but the February before, people that I met obviously from my childhood and stuff said that I sound different. So my sister and that can't recognise it, they don't notice it because they speak to me
every day,
all the time. Yeah. So she doesn't notice it, but people that haven't spoken to me for a long time, they said you sound different.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing to integrate, guys. Let us know if that's enough. Let us know what else we can do. A lot of people suggest watching Portuguese TV and radio and stuff like that.
We have the radio on. If I'm to have the radio on, I do obviously pick Portuguese radio stations. It has some English songs, but then they speak in Portuguese when they're.
And we're recognising more and more words. But honestly, when some people don't know you're Portuguese and then all of a sudden they start talking Portuguese, I have no idea what people are saying. They speak way too quick. I don't know whether I was speaking quickly then. I don't know whether it's a rural Portugal thing. A lot of the words are not the same as you learn. Like they'll be missing the beginning or the end and speaking very quickly. It's a challenge, but we're up for the challenge. Okay, and the last question, guys. Question number 5.
If you had to start this whole move over again, what would you do differently?
I would not, although I love the village we're in, I won't say where it is, but we're deep in central Portugal. and we love it here. I wish this village was a little bit closer to the beach. The reason we moved here, I think, was because one, we didn't have many options, and this was just where actually a YouTube subscriber, Linda, thank you very much again, suggested this location, and it all worked out perfect. We had a really nice landlord who's helped us a bunch. I love the location, I love this village, I love everything about the village, apart from the fact that we are too far from food establishments.
I think what we did was we wanted to move central because we have never been here before. We wanted to be able to explore all of Portugal, to decide where we actually wanted to live. So we chose right bang in the middle so we can travel up and down. I think doing that, it did make it harder for ourselves because we have placed ourselves right in the middle of nowhere where it isn't close to all the big amenities that we have been used to for the last 14 years. So we did make it a little bit harder on ourselves, but
you go.
I think because we made it so hard from the very beginning, it's only going to get easier.
And the other thing I'll say is that we were mindful of not going to the big cities and being part of the problem of a lot of people in Portugal saying foreigners moving to the big cities, pushing people out. We didn't want to be part of that problem. We didn't
I don't
want
like
people...
the city anyway, so I don't really want to live in the city.
But even being close, like you're just pushing people further and further out. So we didn't want to be part of that problem, but we maybe have to get a bit of a balance between being able to get to those cities a lot quicker than we can, even though we're not that far. I mean, less than an hour we can be in Coimbra, and I love Coimbra. I love this area, but we are just a little bit too rural. I love that we moved here. I think it was the best way to go as far as learning the language.
I think if it was just myself and Brett, it would be a lot easier to be this rural.
Yeah.
But because we have to consider everybody else and obviously our children's future and stuff, we do need to be closer to more amenities for them. It was good for us now, the stage we're in right now, because we're able to be this rural, because we don't need to be necessarily as close to the city right now. So I think it was a good choice for us to do it.
But maybe we should have gone to a city for the first year, or just outside the city for the first year, not just to really get a good feel for everything and still be comfortable as far as eating and stuff like that. Like the food's a big issue.
For me. Sorry.
People say this on our things, or you don't eat Portuguese food on your channel and stuff. We've tried a lot of Portuguese food. There's certain stuff that we like to eat that's not available for us.
I think as well, because it is such a drastic change for everyone, I think we just I know for myself, I gravitate to comfort, which is food.
Yeah, we could have made it a bit easier for ourselves, basically. Like there's lots of challenges. Instead of doing one challenge at a time, we went all out and just went okay, how can we make this as hard as possible? Let's go to the craziest rural place ever.
We literally had this idea to make this drastic change in our life, January, February time, and August we was already here. Would you recommend doing it in that short amount of time? From January to August,
I think
we
so,
literally sold everything. We had all the paperwork done. We had everything done in such a short amount of time, and then we was here.
Yeah, I think I was already the excitement was running off before we were coming. For me, I was still excited. I don't know if I'd have kept enough excitement to move here if it had gone on for much longer. For me, it was I was still in that stage where I was doing tons of research and really excited about coming. If we'd have waited 2 or 3 more months, I might have talked myself out of it just for being comfortable. So I don't know. I don't feel like that was a mistake.
But I just wanted to touch on that, because some people that we've spoken to or we've heard from, they have this idea and they say, oh, I'm going to do that in a couple of years, or I'm going to do that in the future.
Yeah, we've spoken to people who have bought a house here already and they're moving here in 2027. So it's okay, wow. They've came here on holiday multiple times and they love it because they've been here on holiday. We didn't do that, we just came here. Okay guys, as always, you guys love our bloopers. Here's a bunch of bloopers. Okay guys, it's been a while since we've done the camera's here. It's been a while since we've done an FAQ.
Start again.
Start again.
Because you're telling me where the camera is.
As a family of 7, moved from England to Portugal. All of the...
We didn't. We moved from Canada. I don't know why you're obsessed with saying we moved from England.
Hey guys. Guys, in today's video, we're going to be going over the top 5 questions, get them answered, get you in the nut. Hey guys.
So, do you want to start off?
Yeah, so how, we'll... Sorry if we're shaky, guys, which I'm trying to keep this...
Sorry, it may distract me.
You like your treats?
Yeah, I was just going to say...
You can look at the thing, because you can cut it. Nick's cut that bit, please.
I feel sorry, because he has to watch all of this of us just messing around.
You'll never get anything that everyone agrees on. Very rarely.
Brett has decided to settle with that.
Yeah. bonus question is what questions, and we'll answer those questions. And what questions would you like to answer us? What questions would you like to answer? Hey guys.
Say it. Do you want me to ask it?
There you go.
Okay. Say, I hope you like them bloopers, and then I'll say.
I hope you like them bloopers. I hope you enjoyed those bloopers, guys. And here is our question for you.
What would you like us to cover in our next video? Maybe you have some more questions you'd like us to answer, or something that you've been thinking about, a different topic maybe that you'd like us to cover in another video. So go on, drop them in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe.
Really appreciate you watching, guys. You have a fantastic day. It's a fantastic day here in Central Portugal, and we'll see you on the next one.
Ciao.
Ciao.